Financial freedom isn't about luck. It isn't about having the perfect idea, and it's definitely not about waiting for some miracle to drop into your lap. I used to struggle month after month, barely making any revenue. But fast forward now, for the last 5 months consistently, one of my businesses have been bringing in between $20,000 to $30,000 in revenue every single month. And here's the best thing about that business, and most of that revenue is pure profit. So what changed? It was one thing: structure and execution. Now here's the hidden truth about financial freedom. Everyone talks about big ideas, side hustles, investments, but here's the truth: none of it matters if your life and business is messy. Without structure, clear systems, repeatable processes, you're just running around in circles. Without execution, doing the thing consistently, you will never move past potential. That's why so many people stay stuck but they don't finish. They dream but they don't execute. And speaking of structure and execution, let me quickly share a tool that can actually help you build the discipline to think better, solve problems, and stay consistent. That tool is called Brilliant. In business and investing, spotting patterns in data is crucial for success. That's why I've been doing Brilliant's Exploring Data Visually course, where you practice with real-world data sets from companies like Airbnb and Spotify, learning how to see trends so that you can make, of course, smarter business decisions within your own organization. Brilliant is a learning app designed to be uniquely effective. Instead of just watching boring lecture videos, every lesson is filled with hands-on problem solving. You actually play with concepts, which makes it up to 6 times more effective than just passively watching. And here's the best part: it's not just about learning specific subjects. Brilliant helps you build your problem solving and critical thinking skills. So while you're leveling up in maths, science, or even finance, you're also becoming a sharper thinker in the process. Plus, it's built to help you create a daily learning habit. Learning just a little bit every day compounds, just like investing, and all the content is crafted by an award-winning team from Stanford, MIT, Caltech, Google, Microsoft, you name it. And because the app works both on computer and phone, you can literally fit your learning into any part of your day. So if you want to sharpen your mind, build structure into your day, and actually stick to your learning goals, check out Brilliant today, and check out the link in the top part of my description. Or you can of course scan the QR code to start for free and receive 20% off the premium subscription, which gives you unlimited daily access. It's entirely up to you how you go about this, but I definitely recommend checking out Brilliant today because it's definitely helped me level up my business in terms of putting in place a structure and foundation and repeatable processes that actually works. Now let's get back to the main topic: structure. When I was earning almost nothing, it wasn't because I didn't have any ideas. It's because I didn't have any systems in place. I had no place of documenting what was going on, and I didn't actually understand what was going on a weekly basis. I didn't also track any numbers that was coming in, and I didn't break big goals into actionable steps. You know, there's a lot of people that have these massive goals in place, right? But in order for you to achieve that particular goal, you need to have actionable steps that will take you to that goal. That's the biggest mistake most people make. And you don't want to be in a position whereby you have this massive goal and you don't actually have a pathway to getting there. And having actionable steps will help you achieve that bigger picture. So I always say this, and I always do this: whatever goal you have for the year, you want to break it down into 4 parts that's going to be achieved on a quarterly basis. Now, each quarter, you then need to decide what is going to feed into your monthly goals. And then, of course, what will feed into your weekly goals will then go into your monthly goals. And that's how you end up achieving whatever goals you have over a longer period of time. But you have to break it down into actionable steps. It's really important. Nonetheless, structure looks like this: knowing exactly what tasks matter most in your business. If it doesn't matter to your business, forget about it straight away. Setting up repeatable systems so you don't start from scratch every single time. Tracking key numbers of revenue, profit, customer acquisition cost, conversion rates, so you actually know what's working. Once I put a structure in place, everything changed for me. I kid you not. Suddenly I wasn't just reacting, I was running a profit-making machine on a daily basis. The second piece is execution, and this is where most people actually fail. Everyone gets motivated for 1 week, but execution is all about showing up when you really don't feel like showing up. That's when it really counts, because that's how you beat the competition. It's also about doing boring, important things consistently. That's again something that people don't want to attribute to running a business. They think that it's all going to be fun and happy days, but that isn't the truth. The key to running a a successful business is being able to do those boring things consistently. Now, here's how I think about execution. Break goals down into daily actions. I used to do it. I use Notion. These are tools that I use on a daily basis just to make sure I keep a track of everything I'm doing. Execution is why I'm now constantly net 20 to 30,000 in monthly revenue, and most of that being profit, and how I'm planning to get to 100k in revenue by the end of next year. Not because I had one big win, but because I kept stacking small wins day after day. I will be real with you, there were times I almost gave up. I was putting in hours, days, weeks, and seeing no results. It was very demeaning, it was very depressing, and this wasn't of course the way I saw my business career going. But when I stopped whinging it and instead built structure, my schedule, my finances, my strategy, then backed it with relentless execution, my results completely flipped. In less than a year, I went from scraping by on pennies to creating a business that's now generating 20 to 30,000 in revenue every single month, which is something that I'm really glad I've got now, because it's something that I've been looking for a long time. And on top of that, it's allowed me to venture into other activities, building other businesses off this one business, which is really incredible. So here's the truth. Financial freedom is easy if you learn this. It's not about chasing the hottest idea or waiting for luck. It's more so to do with mastering two things, structure and execution. Without them, you're building castles on sand. With them, you can scale almost anything. Anyways, it's time for me to wrap up this video. If you found this video helpful, useful, you know exactly what you need to do. Smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and more importantly, tap the notification bell. I am going to wrap up this video, and I want to say thank you once again for tuning in, and I will see you on the next video, where we are of course going to be talking about more business, finance and entrepreneurship like we always do. Take care now. Bye bye.